Today's video, I'm going to show you how to exponentially increase your Instagram growth in 2021. Now, there are a lot of different things you can do to grow your Instagram. Hashtags, $80, influencer marketing, Facebook ads, collaborations, etc. There's one thing that all of those strategies rely on that you don't see that many people really diving deep into. And that's understanding content marketing. How to source, curate, and create great content that drives followers, leads, and customers. If you can do this really well, you'll be able to grow your Instagram extremely fast without any of the other growth strategies that I've talked about on my channel or you see any other Instagram expert talking about. You can gain 10, 50, 100, even 1,000 followers from a single piece of great content. Simply doing what I'm going to show you in this video and producing badass content that people love will easily allow you to gain tens, if not hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram in 2021. Content determines at least 90% of your results on Instagram. Just think about it. You can do all the best growth hacks in the world. You can do the hashtags, the $80, all of these strategies which do work, but if you do them and drive people back to your profile and then the content sucks, no one's going to follow. And even if they do follow you, because your content's not great, when it comes up in the feed, they're not really going to engage. On the other hand, if you get your content strategy bang on and you make incredible content that is better than anyone else in your niche, you can grow really, really fast without having to spend all day doing $80 or trying to pay for influencers or Facebook ads or whatever. Content marketing. That's what's going to take you from a couple followers a day to hundreds, if not thousands, per day. And today I'm going to walk you through exactly that with the 3 steps that you need to do to create incredible content and what all sort of great content fits into. Before we do, just make sure you like the video and subscribe. It does help out for the algorithm. Now, these 3 things break down into the initials of VVS. Not talking about the diamonds. Let's dive into the video. Okay, so 3 things you need to create awesome content that'll grow your following. Number 1 is it's got to be valuable. I've said this like 100 times on my channel and all the other Instagram experts have also talked about it, but it's just plain and simple. You need value. Now, value comes in many different ways, shapes, and forms, and it varies massively based on your niche. It could be making someone laugh. Maybe you're a comedian. It could be educating someone on how to do something. It could be teaching someone something new or informing them of a fact that they didn't know about. It could be making them feel a certain way with your music. Only you know exactly who your target audience is and what they want to see, and if you don't, then you should go out there and try and work out who your target audience is and what they want to see. But when it comes to value inside of the educational niche, which is where myself and a lot of my clients are in, ask yourself these 3 questions. How can you help them? How can you solve their problems? And how can you create content that educates them? If your content fits these, you'll smash it. Too many people are posting content, and this is especially prevalent in the whole personal branding space, which is just all about themselves and isn't about their audience and serving them, which is great for people who already love you. If you tell a big story about your life, that's awesome for people who know, like, and trust you and just love you and want to read all about what you've been up to, what you've been learning, what you've gone through, all of that. That's great. But to grow your audience, you need to appeal to people who don't know who you are. That's the whole idea. If you want to grow your following, you have to appeal to people who don't already follow you, who don't know who you are, and you need to give them something to get them to follow you. So what I want you to do is look at your competition on Instagram. Look at the accounts crushing it in your niche. Look at what they're doing and find a way that you can do it better. Maybe you look at the 5 best content creators in your niche and you take a little bit from each one of them and you make one that's like a combination of all of them and it's better than each individually. Or maybe you just get completely creative with it and you've got your own style and you believe it's better than theirs. That's going to help you when it comes to value. Let's move on to the next point. By the way, if you want some more valuable content on Instagram marketing and growing and monetizing your audience, check out my Instagram crash course, which is linked below and currently just $9. I'm probably going to close it next month or so, but $9 for now. Join in, learn more about Instagram. Okay, moving on to number 2, and that is visual appeal. Simply being valuable alone is not always going to be enough in 2021. With the amount of competition these days, you also need to make it look great so that it stands out and grabs attention. Because if someone isn't going to click on it when it lands on the hashtag page or the explore page, they can't actually experience how great this piece of content is. Now, this doesn't mean it has to win awards for being the best design or the fanciest color scheme or crazy out there, I don't know, whatever. Even if you just go really simple, but clean and crisp, like a minimalist sort of approach, and just make it look really nice so that people click on it when it comes up and they can then enjoy it. If it doesn't catch their eye, they're not going to go through the process of actually giving the content the time of day. It's kind of like dating, and whilst I'm definitely not an expert, I know a little bit. And when it comes to dating, a great personality is obviously crucial. But if the other person doesn't find you attractive, you're not even going to get the ability to show that great personality. Instagram is no different. You need to have valuable content to grow, but if it isn't also visually appealing, people aren't going to be able to find it in the first place, and when it does pop up, they're not going to click on it, which means they can't actually get the value from it. Going the extra mile when it comes to making your content look great is really crucial, and this could mean that you take a couple courses on design skills, or you practice a little bit more, or maybe you do what I do and you hire an editor that can create your content for you. If you need help with creating content and want to hire my team, feel free to send me an email here if you are serious and have a budget to work with. And moving on to the third and final step, it is shareability. Once you have content that is valuable and looks great, the third part is you want it to be shareable. And this is where the real growth comes in, getting a ton of people sharing and promoting your content for you organically. If you post something that gets shared around, it's by far the easiest way for a single piece of content to get hundreds, if not thousands of followers for your account. Think about it. People are often friends with very similar people to themselves. I think the saying goes that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So chances are the followers of your followers are very similar to your followers, if that makes sense. So if you can get the people who follow you, who already enjoy your content, who have similar people following them to share your content, you're getting exposed to a massive amount of people. And all of these people are very much, most likely, the majority of them, somewhat interested in what you are posting. This is how I've seen single pieces of content gain people thousands of followers, because they post a great piece of content, their audience starts sharing it around, and then the people who follow their audience see it and they're like, damn, that's a great piece of content. They go and follow the account, they share the post. I've even caught myself doing this. I've found great content creators because my friends who are similar to me have shared great content. I've found that, I've liked the post, I've followed the creator, and then I've shared it on my story, and then my audience have found that person, and the cycle repeats, and great content gets shared all around the platform, and you can gain a ton of followers. Now, the way you do this is pretty much combining the previous 2 steps that I've talked about. Great value, looks good, and people will share it. An additional step to get more people to share it is to make sure it's really relates to your audience well. And I know this is quite a vague one and quite a hard thing to replicate, but I know, and this goes for anyone, if you see a post that really speaks to you, you're more likely to share it. That's why you see these people sharing their horoscopes and star sign stuff around. Even though, little secret between me and you, all that stuff's bullshit. So that's it. That's how you can double your Instagram growth in 2021 with content marketing. If you want to learn more about Instagram marketing, grab my Instagram crash course linked in the top of the description. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will see you all next time.